So how was that experience, just sitting there waiting, watching?
I mean, yeah, it was unbelievable. I actually came yesterday for Riker Lee, and I thought we were going to hang out today, but he flew on a private jet to Nashville this morning. So I wasn't really expecting to come today, but I figured because I live here, why not? So yeah, I ended up getting picked. It was a super special moment, and I'm super excited.
Do you have any idea it could happen? Yeah, even especially as we're running out of picks, like you can do the math. You know there's not a lot of names left. Did you think maybe, better luck next year, or are you confident that something would happen?
I was honestly kind of thinking better luck next year. I mean, I didn't get drafted last year, so I kind of came into this year with the mindset of was looking at the big picture. So even if I didn't get picked, I still have a lot of work to do. So it was a little bit of a surprise, but couldn't be more happy.
How many friends, family did you have here?
Yeah, so I just went to the draft with, my best friend from here and his dad, and a couple of my other buddies were here too. I actually had a couple buddies working in the blue shirts. So yeah, it was funny. It's cool to be around your friends and stuff for a moment like this. So yeah, it was special.
Were they saying anything to you just to keep you, keep the stress down, keep you relaxed?
To be honest, I wasn't that stressed. I guess it's easier to not be stressed when you don't have as much expectation. But yeah, it was just a surreal moment. Super honored to be selected.
Assuming you're a Kings fan, or you were?
No, was a Penguins fan.
Okay.
Because my uncle played for the Penguins when I started getting into hockey. So yeah.
What was it like hearing your name in your hometown?
Yeah, I can't even describe it. It's like I said, it's surreal. And I think you just think to everyone that helped you get to this point. And I'm just super grateful and super lucky to have so many great people around me. And yeah, it's a special moment for sure.
What's the best advice your uncle's given you, just sort of along the way here, on or off the ice?
Yeah, I think, last year after the draft, he kind of told me, it may feel like the end of the world, but it's not. I mean, there's a lot of ways to make the NHL. Nowadays you see a lot of college guys sign as free agents, and there's always, you have 2 more chances at the draft. So yeah, just to really look at the big picture and just put in the work every day. And just give yourself the best chance possible.
Dustin Wolf kind of had a similar experience. Did you know his story?
Yeah, I mean, I've skated with him a couple of times because he's a local guy.
But the fact that he was 4th to last pick in the draft and he was still in the building in Vancouver, and now you see where he is, do you know that, it's kind of give you a feeling that just because my name got called 2nd to last from the end doesn't mean anything?
Yeah, I mean, the draft is obviously a cool accomplishment, but there's still a lot of work to do for everyone that was selected. So yeah, I guess there's a ton of work to do now, and it's really cool that Dustin was able to do that.
Aidan, you came up and played in the Western Hockey League in the postseason. What was that experience like for you, and how cool was it? You're now just up the road in Edmonton. So.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, my season in Green Bay ended on Tuesday, and Wednesday morning woke up with some missed calls and was able to make it work. Flew out Thursday morning, got there Thursday night, and played Friday. So it was a crazy experience. It was, it's a really good league, really tough league. So those games were a good test for sure, and intense playoff hockey. But it was a really good experience, and I was happy I went.
You only played a couple games in Green Bay the year before, and then obviously after your draft experience, you go back last year and have a monster year. Can you talk about maybe like the chip on the shoulder that you had, or was it something else that helped you have a great year this year?
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it. I mean, not getting drafted last year was a huge disappointment, and I just challenged myself to have a really good summer, put a ton of work in, and just try to prove people wrong this year. And I think I put myself in a pretty good spot. I had a really good year.
Was there one specific part of your game that improved this year in the USHL?
Yeah, I think I worked on my skating a ton this summer and throughout the season. And I think that was, it's still one of my biggest knocks, and I still continue to work on it a lot. But I think that definitely improved a good amount.
How's Green Bay and the USHL kind of helped you mentally just kind of get through season by season?
Yeah, I mean, junior hockey, the USHL, it's a grind of a year. It's a long year, but I had a great experience in Green Bay. My coaches, teammates, they were all awesome. And yeah, I think just I learned a lot about, what it takes every single day in practice to get better, the extra reps before practice. And those are things I'll carry with me as long as I keep playing hockey.
Next is Michigan still? That's the plan?
Yeah, going to Michigan next year.
What's the where do you want to still get better in your game? What's the big focus of your offseason workout going to be?
Oh yeah, so like I said, skating's a big part, and then just transitioning to college hockey, just getting bigger, faster, stronger. I know it's cliche, but it's true. So those are definitely the two biggest aspects that I'm focusing on this summer.
You mentioned your uncle, but is there anyone else whose footsteps you've maybe tried to follow in being from out here? I mean, there aren't a ton of guys
Yeah.
from out here that make it. So anyone in particular?
Yeah, I think a guy like Jason Robertson is a guy I look up to. He's from Pasadena, not too far from here, a local guy, and he's having an unreal NHL career. But yeah, it's really cool to see players from here make it, because growing up there wasn't really a lot of hockey players in LA, but the game's really grown here, and that's largely because of those guys. So it's good to see.